Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us. We have with us Patricia Priego, M.S.E.D, M.P.H. She's a senior community health education specialist at the University of Texas MD Anderson Cancer Center. She provides cancer prevention education and outreach efforts in Hispanic communities in the greater Houston area. Priego graduated from the Southern Illinois University with a master's degree in education. She also has a master's degree in public health from the University of Texas School of Public Health. So Patricia is going to be talking to us today about healthy foods and healthy portions. At the end of the session, we will have a free How to Read a Nutrition label. It's also in Spanish. Swing by the library and ask at the second floor reference desk to pick up your copy. We'll be happy to have you have it. Also, we have other sessions. Today's just the first one. We also have on October 13th, Your Health Matters, Eat More Fruits and Vegetables. Your Health Matters on October 20th, Live an Active Lifestyle. And Your Health Matters on October 27th, Understand and Prevent Cancer. They will all be virtually right here where we are now from 4 to 5 on Thursdays. So I don't have anything else. So Patricia, I'd like to hand it over to you.
Thank you very much, Melinda, and thank you for joining us. Sheila, thank you for being here. Melinda is going to be very kind and posting this presentation on Facebook Live. So I want to again remind you, like Melinda just mentioned, if you have questions, please type them in the chat room, or even if you're watching this video later on Facebook, you still can type your questions. I'll be happy to answer them. If you need my email address, I'll be happy to share it with you if you want some more personal question that you want to share for anybody to see it. So with that, let me go ahead and share my screen so we can go ahead and get started. Can you see it? Yes, you do, right? So today is the first session out of 4, and I hope all of you can join us next week. It's going to be every week at 4 p.m. So please join us either live or Melinda is going to be sharing this on Facebook as well. But it's more fun when you're here at the same time with us. I don't feel that lonely, right, Melinda?
That's right.
So the first session, all sessions this program is called Your Health Matters. So the first one that I'm going to be talking with you is eat healthy portions. Okay, so why healthy portions? Well, let me tell you, the link between obesity and cancer risk now is extremely clear. Being overweight or obese can increase your risk up to 13 types of cancer, including breast, after the menopause, and colorectal cancer, which I'm going to be discussing during the 4th session, Understanding and Prevent Cancer. I'm going to be focusing on colorectal cancer. There's so many other cancers, but I think colorectal cancer is one of the more, I would think that's clearly linked to obesity and overweight, but there are up to 13 types of cancer. So why do you think that happens? Well, excess fat triggers inflammation. And when we are in a long-term inflammation, kind of like a chronic inflammation, when we are overweight or obese, because we carry excess fat, especially in the mid part of our bodies, right? So inflammation can keep the body from properly responding to insulin. Remember, insulin is a hormone that regulates the blood sugar. So when the body doesn't respond to insulin correctly, it produces more that the insulin to make up for that. So the more insulin can lead to more available estrogen, which estrogen increases the cancer risk. It's kind of like a chain reaction. You notice that? So I know that nowadays, especially people are okay being overweight. They're happy, they look cute and nice and super confident, as it should be. However, I need you to remember that it's no longer about only appearance, right? It's about our health. Okay, I'm gonna remind everyone to please stay mute so we don't have any background noises. Thank you, welcome.
Hi.
So that's the reason why I'm gonna be discussing the importance of eating healthy portions. I'm gonna be discussing with you what is a healthy portion and some tips that probably might help you to maintain that part of the portions or what to eat properly. Okay, Lacey, can you put yourself on mute, please?
Oh.
You can do that, Melinda, please.
Oh.
Okay, so why eating healthy portions? Okay, maintaining a healthy weight is one of the most important things you can do to protect your health. It's very clear, and we need to remember this. Eating too many calories causes you to gain weight over time. So, and also, most people exercise a lot less than they need to, which is why it is so important to mind the portions we eat. Remember, the more we eat and the less exercise, the more weight we gain. It's very obvious, right? So watch your portions. I know it's super easy to overconsume, especially when emotions and stress are high. These last 2 years has been tough for everyone. I know that all our habits changed a lot, including myself. I mean, now we're working from home, even though now we can go and do presentations in person, but at the beginning it was only home. Everything changed, right? Our habits, I mean, we were all stressed out. So I believe that now it's time to get back on track and start looking and say, oh, okay, now everything seems like a back to normal. Let's start, taking control of my health, taking control of the things that I'm eating from now on, as I was probably before the pandemic, to be honest with you, okay? So remember, to lose weight, you must eat fewer calories than your body uses. This doesn't necessarily mean that you have to eat less food. That's very important thing to remind you. A lot of the times when I talk about this topic, a lot of people say, oh, I can't eat anything. I say that is not true. We just need to be mindful of what are the things that probably we are eating too much of. And probably some of the foods are too high caloric foods, right? So we need to make some substitutions, healthier substitutions. So I hope I can help you doing that today, okay? Why is so important? Well, even a modest weight loss of 5 to 10% of your total body weight is likely to produce health benefits, such as improvements in blood pressure, blood cholesterol, and blood sugar, okay? By starting eating healthy portions, it will protect you against obesity, it will lower your risk of certain cancers, and it will also lower your risk for type 2 diabetes. Also, eating healthy is going to reduce that inflammation that I was just talking about, how being overweight or obese, it causes that being on a chronic inflammation, and that's what we don't want, okay? And remember, healthy portions allow us to eat a variety of foods, not only salads, okay? Don't think that you're gonna be just eating salads and you're gonna be on a diet. No, I'm not gonna be talking about any diets at all. I'm talking about sensible changes that you can do, okay? And we're not talking about a diet that you're gonna do for a week or 2 weeks or no. These are the changes that we need to do forever, for the rest of our lives. They start slowly. I know sometimes it takes a while until we get used to it, okay? And remember, the key is the moderation, okay? It's moderation about what we eat. Okay, this presentation, I don't know if you heard it's called energy balance. I don't know if you have heard that term before, energy balance. This is what this presentation is about, because I'm going to invite you to look at your body like a balance. So remember, to maintain a healthy weight, your body needs to maintain a balance. Yes, that balance between what you eat, and the calories that you burn during the exercise. Okay, so you need to maintain that balance. So think about it. If you are one type of person who needs to lose weight, that means that you need to do something about that balance. Am I right? You need to lose weight, so that you need to start eating less calories, not less food, less calories, decreasing the number of calories, and you need to start moving more, right? So by moving that balance, you should start seeing results. If you're the type of person that you have had that same weight for a long time, but you still need to lose weight, that means that you still need to do something about that balance. You need to look at, okay, what is that I'm eating that probably has a lot of calories that I need to substitute for something healthier? And also maybe I'm usually go out and walk, I don't know, twice a week. Maybe I need to step it up. Maybe I need to do it more often. Yes, and we're going to discuss more about living a lifestyle during the third session. So, but you need to move your balance. Now, if you're thin, fit, that's very nice, but it doesn't mean that you can eat everything that you like. No, because a lot of very fit, thin person, they still need to consider they should be eating healthy. Why? Because the older we get, then yes, it's getting harder and harder to lose weight. I know, trust me, it's so difficult. Our metabolism get very slow. So that this means if now that you're young and fit, that's very nice. But if you don't do it, if you don't get used to it healthy and like you should be eating and not avoiding those very high caloric foods, trust me, it's going to catch up with you. So you get older, you cannot continue eating that way. And if you have young children, it's so important also to ask them or try to make them or the whole family start eating the same way that you will start right now. You probably already eating, but watching the calories, because children, as you probably know, are getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And unfortunately, very young kids are now getting all the type of diseases that we used to see only in 50 years old or older people. Now we have, as you know, children with diabetes, even colorectal cancer are being diagnosed among younger people. Okay, so keep this in mind and remember all the time, it's very basic. I'm not gonna give you a diet, I'm not gonna give you a magic pill that is gonna solve all your problems. No, I'm just gonna remind you the things that probably we all need to be doing and but you can start thinking and say, okay, what is that I need to cut down in, and what is that I need to increase? Or I hope that I'll help you today with this, okay? Now you're gonna ask me, well, I need to eat less calories. How do I know how many calories I'm supposed to eat every day? I'm not going to ask you to count exactly how many calories you're eating and start writing them down. I know it's very difficult, but by giving you this number, maybe it's going to help you to realize, okay, if I need to eat, let's say, 1,600 calories every day, and in only breakfast I'm eating, I don't know, 800, I'm in trouble, because I still have all the rest of the day to eat, and I have already too many calories. I hope this is making sense. Okay, so in this table, these are the number of calories that we recommend you eat every day according to your gender, as you can see, female, males, and your age. Okay, we do not recommend that you eat less than this. Okay, this is the number of calories that you should eat every day, not less than that. Even if you want to lose weight, you need to stick with this recommendation, okay? Because if you're gaining weight, it's probably because you're eating more than what you're supposed to be eating. So be mindful of the number of calories that you need to eat every day. So I would recommend you look at the number of calories that according to your age, gender, you need to eat every day. We have them for people who are sedentary. Sedentary means a lifestyle with a very little to no exercise. It includes light physical activity associated with typical activities of your daily living, meaning you're just living, that's it. You're not doing extra. So that's the number of calories that we put in here. Notice male can eat more calories. Aren't you jealous or what? I'm so jealous. They always can eat more. And guess what? Also, when they decided to eat less, boom, they lose weight so fast. Oh my God, I hate them. Okay, so pay attention to this. Write it down so you would remember. So you have here, for example, if you are a woman between ages of 31 and 50, we recommend that you stick with 1,800 calories every day. Again, we're not asking you to eat less than this, okay? And I'm gonna help you to determine how you're gonna figure it out, the number of calories that you eat in every day. Now, if you're a person who does a moderately you are moderately active, that means that you probably go out and do walking about, maybe you walk about a mile and a half to 3 miles. I don't know, at least 3 to 4 times a week. Maybe you can eat a little more. So as you can see, if you're 31 to 50, you can eat, and you kind of very moderate active, you can eat up to 200, and then 50 years old or older, up to 1,800. Notice the older we get, the less calories we should eat. Again, why? Because our metabolism is a lot slower. So we need to get moving more so we can eat a little more. Okay, so remember this. We even have for children, keep this in mind, because if you have children and you start noticing that they're getting too chubby, maybe you also at home, you probably need to start watching also what they're eating to help them, because research shows that overweight children are gonna grow up to be an obese adult. So we also need to be careful with them, okay? Now, it's natural for anyone trying to lose weight to want to lose it very quickly, okay? But we don't recommend that. People who lose weight gradually and steadily, that means that's about 1 to 2 pounds per week, are more successful at keeping the weight off. I know many times some people may think, oh, I have a wedding next week, so I need to lose 10 pounds in 1 week. Don't do that, because all you're doing, you're just probably losing all, I don't know, water probably. And then what? After the wedding, boom, all that weight is gonna come back as fast as you shed it. So don't do that, okay? It's slowly, it's better. Now, 3,500 calories equals 1 pound. Let me explain this, and I hope I'm clear. Just now, we reviewed the table with the number of calories that you need every day. Yes, now you know that. You know how many calories you need. So if you eat, let's say, if you eat 500 calories extra above that number that we recommended every day, you will gain 1 pound a week. Yes? Oh, but it could be the opposite. It could be that right now you're gaining 1 pound, approximately 1 pound every week. If you start cutting 500 calories, because you're probably eating more than the calories that we recommended, you start cutting 500 calories of those that you're eating, you're probably gonna lose 1 pound a week. Why? Because 500 calories times 7 is 3,500 calories. This making sense? So that means that you're losing 1 pound a week. You can lose 1 pound a week. Okay. So, and it's nothing more satisfying that you go to the scale and see 1 pound, 2 pounds. Yeah. I mean, seriously, I'm almost like go on to the floor and pray. And I know, but it's one thing is important is to reach the weight that we want to be and maintain it. The hardest part is to lose that if you need to lose it. But the most important thing is to maintain it, because we don't want to be like a up and down, up and down, up and down, because it can be even dangerous. Okay. So let's be positive that we all can do it. You can form groups and do competition, Melinda. You can do like all 10 of us, our goal is going to be to lose, I don't know, 10 pounds between all 10 of you, 1 pound per person every week or something like that, or 5 people against another 5, or during, I don't know, you can do something so you'll be fun. You're not by yourself. It's someone to, sometimes we need people who encourage us, right? To do it. You can do it. And just cut on those things that you probably eating that are not that healthy. Not forever. I mean, it's just, remember, moderation, okay? Moderation. We're going to stick with that. Now, it is so tempting to reach convenient high-calorie foods, right? We working so hard, a lot of us, so very long days. We are very tired, and sometimes that doesn't help to have all those cookies, chips, sodas, all those packaged meals. Yeah, and all that is gonna lead us to gain weight. And then we're thinking, why am I gaining weight? Well, hello. Okay, but it's very easy. Let's look at this example and how easy it is to consume more calories than you need. Look at this. Both of these drinks have over 100 calories, which can lead to significant weight gain when consumed daily. Look at that. 100 extra calories a day is up to 10 pounds a year. Only 100. And I was telling you 500, right? But think about it, very little still counts. Another thing that is very important to remember, and I'm going to talk more about this next week, because I'm going to be talking about eating more fruits and vegetables. And we know the fruit, they're healthy, yes, but they also have a lot of sugar. Now, fruit juices is a completely different beast. Why? Because a lot of people, they think that this is healthy. And I'm from Mexico, I'm Mexican. We eat a lot of fruit and we drink a lot of fruit juices. So this is a challenge for my community that I always keep reminding them. You need to be careful. Fruit juices, usually, they took already the best part of the fruit, which is the fiber, right? So what they left is only sugar. So as you can see, sometimes they had the same number of calories as a soda pop. You see that? So be careful with that. Just a little cup of orange juice, maybe in the morning, that's it, 1 a day. But I know there's people who drink big glasses of orange juice or whatever fruit juice like every day. That's a lot of sugar. So keep that in mind, okay? Instead of drinking of all these sodas or fruit juices, remember, just drink water. A lot of people in the community say, oh, Patricia, I don't like water. Well, guess what? You need to get used to it. Just like children, you get used to it until, I'm gonna be honest with you, when I drink soda, I cannot even stand it anymore. When I drink it, it's so sweet. I'm not even, because I'm not used to it anymore. And everybody can do the same thing. So start diluting that fruit juice if you have problems not drinking other, no water, but tea or fruit juice, the lemonade, or I don't know, all those things that you add a lot of sugar. Start adding more and more water every day until you finally get used to it. Or put your glass of water or your jar with water and add, I don't know, a strawberry, lemon, or lime juice, or cucumbers, or mint. Or make it, pretty and not that bad. So until you get used to it, to drinking only water, okay? So remember this. Okay, so let's talk about the BMI, as you probably know, the body mass index. This is a tool to measure the relationship between weight and height. And this is for adults, men and women, okay? Both, only adults. Okay, so I want to point out that BMI is just one tool to see if you are at a healthy weight. And this tool is only for average people like you and I, because I'm telling you, if Serena Williams get her BMI, it's probably gonna be, I don't know, 120. I don't know how it's gonna be super high. But guess what? Serena Williams doesn't have 1 gram of fat in her body. Am I making myself clear? Yes. But us is different. We're just average people. So I would encourage you to find out what is your BMI. A lot of us are in denial. I was like this, and for these 2 years has been tough for me. I have to say it. So I'm like, I don't even want to see how much I weigh anymore. No, I encourage you. Go ahead and find out what is your weight. And if you're not sure about your height, find out also. So you don't need to tool like this, and because I'm going to explain it to you, but you can go to Google. Yes, nowadays it's so easy, and say, what is my BMI? Boom. They're going to ask you, write down what is your weight, what is your height, and they're going to give you, that's going to give you a number. That number is going to be your BMI. In this case, the old-fashioned way, so you can see where it comes from. As you can, here on the left, the column of the left is the height. So you can find out what how tall are you. Let's say you are, I don't know, 5'5". You circle this, and then at the top, you find your weight. Okay, let's say that this person is 170 pounds. Circle this, and then you go down and 170 pounds down the line until you find the 5'5" line. Yes, so this person BMI is 28, is the point where both of the lines met. Okay, so 28 is the BMI of this imaginary person. What does this mean? A normal BMI should be between 18.5 and 24.9. That's where we want to be. You are overweight if you are between 25 and 29.9. So this person, her BMI or his BMI is 28. That means that he or she is overweight. Everything over 30, that means that you are or someone is obese, okay? The same way is gonna help you to find out where you need to be. So let's take the same example of 5'5", and this person was on a 28 BMI, yes? Where this person needs to be, so you're gonna go down, he or she needs to be here to be on a healthy BMI, 23 BMI. So if you go up, you're gonna see that this person should be in 140. That should be her or his weight. So this is gonna help you for both, knowing where you are, because we need to take control. Yes, it's already been 2 years, at least for me, 2 years, all the stress, all the different, you know, activities that I stopped doing. Okay, so it's time to start, find out what is your weight, what is your height, what is your BMI. Okay, now you know how many calories you need every day. So this is gonna help you, okay? Now, there is another tool now that is very important that now it's kind of new, where doctors, physicians, researchers have already find out that also is very important to know our waist circumference. Yes, to measure, you should measure your waist circumference when you are, you know, standing up, put the tape around your middle, just above your hip bones, okay? And don't suck up your belly. You need to breathe out, so you will know exactly what is what your waist circumference, okay? Men with a circumference greater than 37 inches and women greater than 31.5 inches have higher risk of cancer. Okay, I hope you remember this. This is also very important because both men and women, we tend to accumulate most of the fat a lot of the times in this area. And as now we know, this is the most dangerous fat that when we have it right here. Okay, so this is a good number to remember as well. Okay, so 37, no more than 37 inches for men, no more than 31.5 for women. I know some people will say, what? Are you kidding me? No, we're not kidding, but put that as a goal, maybe. Put that your BMI, what is the BMI that you need to be? What is the waist circumference that you need to be? Maybe by seeing it, you know how that is, and it's gonna be motivating you to reach that goal, okay? Remember, the fat in this area is when our organs are working harder, right? Because they are surrounded by fat, okay? So it can weaken or damage our organs, and remember, they start making more insulin, which leads to diabetes and cancer, okay? Now, let's discuss some things that you can do to manage or control your portion size. One of them is to read the nutrition labels, but I'm gonna show you a nutrition label in the next image. But here's some of the things that you can do. It's read nutrition labels, but also I would suggest do not keep temptations at home. I learned my lesson. If I would have a half a gallon of ice cream in my refrigerator, I'd be eating ice cream every day. So I don't buy them. I just don't buy it. Same thing with cookies, Cheetos, all those things that we don't need to, don't buy them. Because having temptations, now that I'm working at home, and it doesn't matter even if you don't work from home, having them at the office is the same thing, right? You open the drawers and they're full of candies and cookies. No, let's stop that insanity, okay? Instead, stock up on healthy options, okay? I know some of you working all day, you get home, you're tired, you don't wanna cook so many times, you want to just grab whatever you have there that is so convenient. But instead of doing that, when you go do your grocery stores shopping, go and get home, wash all the fruit, all the veggies, have them, cut them, wash them already, put it in a plate, in a bowl, have them all ready to eat. So for the rest of the week, that's what I do. Because I'm telling you, when I'm done here working, I'm exhausted. It really, literally, you probably know this. I'm like a dragon myself. I don't want to cook. So, but if I had ice cream, cookies, I would just grab that and eat it, and that's it. No, opener, I cook, I wash the veggies, I peel them if I need to, cut them. I have the ready, all the veggies ready for me to kind of fix me a fast dinner. But I have it ready. Okay, do that. When you have children at home, when they come back from school, they open the refrigerator, and rather than see a big old, I don't know, watermelon, they're not gonna ask you, oh, I want watermelon. No, they don't want you to, they don't even know what the watermelon looks like inside. No, instead, they would open the refrigerator and they would see a bowl of watermelon ready to eat. What a difference, yes? Rather than give them something that is not healthy before dinner. So try to do that. Have the healthy choices ready to eat, okay? Take breaks. Sometimes I know I blame myself and do this. It's like honestly, when I realize it's 3 p.m. and I haven't even eaten anything because I'm so busy. And believe it or not, I need to put myself in my calendar, eat, because it's not healthy. We need to go out, eat, and do not bring your laptop or your phone while you're eating or in front of the TV, because you're not even seeing what you're eating. You're not even concentrated. Be mindful, yes, and that you're eating calmly, without stress. Take that time for yourself or with your family. Everybody sit down on at the table, no phones, I hope, so they can just concentrate, take time, eat right, eat properly, eat slow. That's also going to help you. Eat slow. We have a program at MD Anderson like 4 years ago. Part of the program was they show us how we need to eat. Give that bite of your food. This is your spoon, your fork, and then put that down after each bite. Put the fork down or your spoon down and chew and drink water. And then again, and put it down and chew and drink water. Slow. I promise you, you're not gonna finish your food. Rather than you are in front of the TV where you with your phone checking, I don't know, YouTube messages, and you eating, and we don't even know what we eat. Sometimes like, oh my God, I'm already done and I'm still hungry. Why? Because we haven't even given time to our brain to read our stomach. Yes. So be calm, do it slowly. Okay. That's going to help you. The very important is to pay attention to the nutrition labels. Okay. Everything that we buy, well, packages, the packages would have nutrition labels. So very important. I'm comparing because why? I want to save calories and I don't want to waste my calories in things that I have extra calories that I don't need, to be honest with you. So you should do the same thing. Okay. Very important, number 1 and 2. The most important thing is look at the portion size, okay? So let's say that you buy, I don't know, oatmeal. Oatmeal is healthy. Oatmeal has a lot of fiber. Oatmeal is good, but oatmeal also has a lot of calories. So you be careful. If you buy a jar of oatmeal, what is the portion size of oatmeal? It's probably half of a cup. So that half of a cup This is half of a cup. Okay, I encourage you, by the way, to all of you, if you don't have that measurement cups, that would help you a lot. So be careful. If it's half of a cup, I believe it is for oatmeal, how many calories has that half of a cup only? Okay, so if you're gonna get 1 cup, then obviously you need to add them. Okay, so don't do just oh, it's healthy, and then I'm gonna add the milk, and then I'm gonna add the fruit and or sugar. I don't know. So be careful with that. Okay, look at the portion size of each item that you're eating and how many calories. That's gonna help you to kind of keep track of the calories that you're eating every time that you eat. I would recommend, if you were to eat, I don't know, 1,600, 1,800 calories a day, split those into your morning, afternoon, and dinner. So you kind of know how much, not more than whatever is the amount that you're gonna eat for each meal. Okay, that's gonna help you. Okay, and then of course in the labels you have the things that you should limit, like saturated fat, trans fat, cholesterol, sodium, all the sugars, and then you got some vitamins. But pay attention, number 1 and 2, I think is the most important thing, okay? Some people that say, I'm eating healthy, I eat yogurt every day. What type of yogurt? Or the flavor? Everything that has flavor and color is gonna have added sugar. So compare that 10,000 different flavors and yogurts that's super delicious. Grab one and see the label, how many calories has the portion, and grab natural yogurt and see the difference in calories. So you see, those are the things that you need to start substituting and to cut down on those calories. You already cut down and not drinking that many orange juice. You're gonna cut down and eating natural yogurt. You're gonna cut down and probably eating, I don't know, then how much maybe oatmeal you're probably eating every morning, or cereals. Okay, so start checking those calories, and then you're gonna start realizing, oh my God, I'm eating this every day and it has a lot of calories. It's probably something that, or maybe you are eating a lot of fruit. Remember, fruit has a lot of sugar as well. We encourage people to eat more vegetables, but be careful with the fruit. Okay? Now, portion size have significantly increased over time, especially here in Texas. Okay? But you can use your hands as a tool to keep your portions in check. Okay? This works especially well for understanding the relative size of portions for adults and children, since kids have smaller hands and of course would eat less than adults. So you would take into consideration the little fist, okay? So this is an example. Your fist is approximately 1 cup. And here I have it. This is 1 cup. Again, if you don't have, please go. I would encourage you to have measurement cups. That would be so. An example of this, I'm gonna give you another good example. I think it's good. Cook white rice. 1 cup of cooked white rice, which most of us, we're not gonna eat only 1 cup, to be honest with you. Probably 2, 3, or even more. Yes. It has 200 calories. 1 little cup of white rice, 200 calories. Now, if you eat 1 cup of vegetables, 40 calories. You see the difference? Isn't that a nice option to switch? Now you can switch it to wild rice, brown rice, quinoa, lentils, beans, any type of beans, black beans, white beans, fava beans, green beans. Those are fantastic. Okay, so just be careful with that. Also, some vegetables has a lot of starch, like potatoes. So watch for those starches in the potatoes. So instead, we recommend vegetables, non-starchy vegetables, okay? So that's another good thing that you can switch. So be careful. And then pasta, be careful with the pasta. Look at the package, how many calories, because pasta also has a lot of carbs, a lot of calories, okay? So start paying attention to that. So you would have that. Meat, any type of meat, beef, fish, chicken. The portion is approximately 3 ounces, it's approximately the palm of your hand, and it's approximately 160 calories. Remember, if there's a man, which his hand is gonna be a lot larger, that's his portion, but not women's size, it's approximately, okay? Remember, we recommend to kind of go slow with red meats, rather eat fish, chicken, turkey, okay? So if you know there's 3 ounces is approximately the portion that you're gonna eat, that's 160 calories, okay? So now you know 1 cup of vegetables, 40 calories, 1 portion of meat, 160 calories. You can eat up to 4 of the veggies. So you see what I'm saying? It's not, you're not gonna eat little, you're gonna eat a lot, because vegetables, they have a lot of volume, they're delicious. You're gonna steam them, you're gonna bake them, you're gonna grill them, you're gonna put a little bit of olive oil, all your spices that you want, and still you're eating a lot less calories. All plant-based we recommend, including the beans, quinoa, lentils, all those grains, or what are they? Legumes, I guess. So, okay, so those are better. Just don't put the fat in those beans if you're gonna cook them with fat or with lard or with piece of pork. Just don't do that, okay? So that's 160 calories of 3 ounces of meat. And then you have a handful is 1 ounce. You can estimate for almonds, it's 170 calories. So when you buy almonds, they're usually gonna tell you how many almonds is 1 portion and how many calories. Usually it's just a sprinkle almonds in, I don't know, in your cereal, on your oatmeal, on, just be careful, because yes, they're healthy, but they also have a lot of calories because they have good fat, okay? So now you know 1 ounce is 1 cup of palm. Also 1 ounce is 2 small handfuls. You can estimate chips, popcorn, or pretzels. Chips is approximately 1 ounce, is approximately 150 calories, 1 ounce. Popcorn, 120. Pretzels, 100. I would go for the pretzels. But be careful, they have a lot of sodium too. That's another thing. A lot of foods now are low, and you can find them low sodium. So just watch that, because especially if you have high blood pressure, you probably know this. The top section of your thumb is 1 ounce. So cheese, like cheddar cheese, is 100 calories this much. 100 calories. And now we see a lot of people say, oh, I'm eating very healthy. I go to Salada or one of those places, they get a salad like this big, and they add cheese, and they add bacon, and they add dressing. Yes, you know what? They probably they're eating as many calories as a hamburger, probably. So what? Be careful, okay? Especially with cheese. Now, peanut butter is healthy. We know this. It has a lot of protein. It's a good snack, especially for children. They tend to like that. Even for us adults, it's very good. Just be careful. 1 ounce, which is 170 calories of peanut butter, okay? Just be careful. The tip of your thumb is 1 teaspoon. So you can estimate maybe mayonnaise, cooking oil, sugar, okay? It's just is 1 teaspoon. So that's different ways that you can figure it out. So you would remember but I would recommend, again, you have at home measurement cups, measurement spoons that would also help you. But sometimes when you eat out, so you kind of can estimate approximately how much would be using your hands, okay? Other tips, try to use smaller plates. Yes, nowadays plates are getting bigger and bigger. So of course, the bigger the plate is, the more food that we're gonna put in. So avoid that, use smaller plates. That's gonna help you to kind of not put a lot of food. Again, eat slow, drink water before, during, and after eating. That's gonna help you have your veggies, you're ready to go. Remember, we already said this. When you eat out, the first thing that you should do, because the portions in restaurants are so big, ask a plate to go before you even start eating. Divide your food into two, put the half in your to-go box. So you would eat only half, and then you would eat the other half next day or for later for dinner or whatever. That's not having it in the plate is going to help you, because we tend to get used to the larger portions. Am I right? I remember when my mom used to come and visit me, and we will go to a restaurant. She would be like a floored of the amount of food at the restaurant they would give her. And I would not be even floored anymore. You get used to it. And even if they don't give you big portion, then we get upset. So just be mindful, okay? Okay. This is what I was telling you about. We recommend try to fill 2/3 of your plate with plants at every meal. As you can see, 2/3 is more than half, okay? Remember, plant foods include whole grains, fruit, and it doesn't, and 1/4 only on the animal protein. It doesn't have to be animal protein. It can be tofu, nuts, beans has a lot of protein. Beans are fantastic food, really. Quinoa, I don't know if you guys have tried quinoa. It's very good, unlike white rice. I was telling you they have 200 calories a little bit. Quinoa has a lot more nutrients and protein and less calories. So try that. Okay. So this is what we recommend. We recommend whole grains, another plant-based food loaded with fibers, like again, the quinoa, the white rice, the brown rice. Really, the variety is the key here, okay? A lot of people, when I go out in the community, they eat probably a lot of 2 veggies only. So let's start incorporating more variety in our plate, okay? Remember the balance, moderation, and it's more important is that it's full of nutrients. That's what we need to think now. What is nutrients, the nutritious meals, rather than empty calories that we probably don't need, okay? So let's stop this insanity. Let's get rid of all these things at the office, at home, especially for kids, because if they know you have all these type of things at home, they're going to ask you, or they're not going to even ask you. They're going to go and grab all those things that they don't need. They don't need any, or we don't need refined carbs, added sugar, fried foods, all those foods that are high in saturated fats. We don't need that. Rather, we're going to start having all our healthy options ready at the refrigerator. I would put it, that's what I do. I cook for the whole week. And sometimes if I need to go out, like tomorrow I have presentations, I have already my my container that I'm going to bring with my snack. Have it ready. Don't wait until you're starving. Eat small, healthy snacks, so you're not super hungry when you go, if you're gonna go out or at work. Okay, drink more water. Remember, take lunch breaks. eat slow, okay? All those things are gonna help you. And I'm very confident that all of you are gonna do this starting today. I am in a 10 in this confident lane that you are gonna do it if you need to lose weight. And remember, even if you don't need to lose weight, you need to also start thinking the same way that I'm just telling you. Stop eating all those not very nutritious things that, okay? Just think about everything that you should be eating is all very nutritious. We're gonna eat more veggies, and even if you don't need to lose weight, because that's what we all should be eating, okay? So make a plan. Okay, how much of your plate should be vegetables and fruits? Remember, more than half in each meal, not only once, not only for dinner, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Think about ways that you're gonna add vegetables in each one of your meals, okay? How are you gonna remember your portions? And you're gonna remember that you can estimate that with your hands. You're gonna read the labels, okay? And when will you start? Today. Don't say Monday, because that Monday never gonna come. Okay, say today for dinner. Let me think what I'm gonna eat for dinner tonight, what I'm gonna have that is healthy. Start thinking about that, okay? This is a commercial of M.D. Anderson, of the presentations that we have available. If you have a group at church, at least 15 people, please go ahead and you can request them at mdanderson.org/community. These are the different topics that we have available, and they are free. And that's all I have for today, Melinda. I don't know if there is any questions that they have in the chat.
No, there aren't any questions.
Very good. So anything else?
This has been a wonderful presentation, so very informative. Thank you, Patricia and Melinda. I'm looking forward to next week. So those are
Yes.
comments. So
Thank you. I hope
Sheila.
you all join us next week. Remember, the second session of Your Health Matters. Next week, I'm going to be talking about the importance of eating more fruits and vegetables. And Melinda is going to post this in their Facebook. Tell your friends, share the presentation. I hope you all come join us next week at the same time. Thank you, Melinda. Have a great evening.
Well, thank you, Patricia.
Bye, Lacey and Sheila. Thank you for being with us.
Be sure to register for next week. Tell your friends, tell your family, and we'll see you there. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye-bye.